Over a year ago, we saw a lot of people that were competing in the pro scene and also players that were just high ranked in Apex Predator that got caught or banned for cheating. And I made the statement that there's so many people out there, I bet today, that are still cheating or hiding something that we just simply don't know about, and they're playing us all. Some of the biggest organizations and influencers were called out for cheating last night in the ALGS. This is absolutely insane. What's going to be next? What else are they hiding that we don't know about? All of that and so much more in today's video. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new as always, and we're trying to go for 95,000 before the end of the year. We'll see if we'll hit it, and let's jump into it. So first off, I want to say this is an extremely detailed accusation that's going on here. So first off, in the middle of yesterday evening, I saw this tweet come out and I wasn't really sure what it was about. And it was I'm Madness saying that if TSM gets banned from the ALGS, I want at least 5 of their points from when their Fuse ult griefed me in game 6 last week. And I was like, why would TSM ever get banned? And Imperial How made a response here saying they will have to ban Alliance, Team Furia, Team FaZe, and maybe even Liquid, so good luck with that. So are all of these pro teams going to get banned, or is Imperial How right that none of this was even against the rules? So what exactly were they doing to begin with? Well, Shrugtall made this post back in February. Thornton Smash made a good point that this stuff has existed for a very long time, and now everybody's just shocked that it exists because people were caught using it. And these were places where the zone could not end on store point. So this was like a competitive advantage for all of you guys that wanted to play ranked, or all of you guys that wanted to play in some kind of tournaments or whatnot. But then ex-pro player Tech, and I believe he's now the coach for Sentinels, also made this post saying here's an example of provided valid zones and invalid zones. And for the record, I have no idea how to grab these, nor do I do these anymore since I don't care about studying zones. I don't have access to these anymore, even if I wanted to. You guys can see a picture right here on screen. These on the green are valid zones, so I'm assuming these are where zones can end, and then on the right side, these are where zones I would assume cannot end. Regardless, if you study this information long enough, you're going to have a better idea of where these zones will be ending, and whenever it gets closer towards the end of the zone, you're going to kind of know what exactly the zone is. And so apparently a lot of the coaches and a lot of the analysts were out there grabbing these from data miners and getting people to data mine this information so that they could use it for a competitive advantage. So that's when all of the claims came out that TSM was cheating, that NRG was cheating, that FaZe was cheating, that Liquid, everybody apparently was a cheater. Abrelella even had to come to defend himself against Imperial House, saying we have never done this. You know, we've talked about zone prediction for a while. We do not use this method. We don't do anything like this because these things are easy enough to predict when you're just simply playing a lot and you're watching a lot of VOD review, not actually having to get any kind of a data miner to come get this information for you so that you could study. So shortly after, Crowrindo made a post, and I think he was a little aggravated that people were actually having to pay data miners to get this information and post all of this stuff, and they were giving them out to teams. I thought that was a little crazy, and thank you, Lawrence, for tagging me in this on Twitter as well. But Crowrindo made this post originally saying this info should not be private. Nobody should be paying for this. So here's a picture of all the maps of all the invalid zones that the ring will never end in. I will keep them updated every new patch, and you guys can see right here on screen that there are a lot of dots on this thing that you could study and eventually realize where the zone is never going to end. That way you can know where it more likely will end. He said that in his opinion, he thinks that Respawn should either just remove the data on the client because only the server needs it, or just make it public to everybody. Crowrindo also followed some more important information from Shrugtall, saying that it is important to remember that these circles are where the center of the absolutely final ring can be. You can still have 1 to 5 zones over these areas as it shifts to a valid point, and parts of the ring of 6 or so can overlap with these circles. So these are not like a guaranteed spot here. And I think Tech made a great point saying don't expect this information to make your team the best. It's probably better to work on other things. And so for the people that are actually saying that they're cheating, I mean, I guess a case could be made that they're going and getting some data miners to do this, but I also feel like this information is kind of public, and it's really not like this game break. Like, it's people were making it seem like they were going into the game knowing exactly where the zone was going to end even before the game started because they could see in the code that game 6 is going to end here. That's not how this stuff works. However, not every pro team in the competitive league was aware that this information existed out there, and therefore you could say that they did not have the same competitive advantage due to data mining or leaks or whatever that all of these other teams did. Dropped on SSG said data mining for zones is supposedly a thing in Apex, and I think it should be talked about and more common knowledge for everyone. The way it was explained to us is that you can basically find through the code of the game each update which certain zones can happen and which ones can't. So some people are making the argument that TSM should be kicked out of the league because they were using information that not every team knew about, but therefore if everyone knew about it, it would have been okay. Even Reps posted this yesterday saying don't lose yourself in the process. I'm wondering if he's regretting any of this. And then Sweet Dream saying I'm gonna miss you, dude. I'll visit you in the penitentiary. So a lot of people are wondering, will TSM and a couple other teams be kicked out of the pro league for this? I highly doubt it, considering they're definitely the fan favorites. They're the ones that drive the viewership championship. Absolutely bonkers. At the time of recording, we've not heard a response from any official over at Apex Legends, but Sweet Dreams did make this tweet. Thank you, Lawrence, once again for tagging me in this, saying, hey, you may have heard our conversation about data mining and its role in ALGS and creating zone exclusion maps. After our conversation tonight, the right people at ALGS/Respawn have been contacted, and they are taking it seriously and are going to be talking about it tomorrow. So maybe we will hear something today is exactly the verdict of what will happen to TSM and some of these other teams as well. I actually don't think NRG was involved in this. I think I may have said that earlier, and if I did, I was probably wrong. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, yes, they were cheating, they need to be exiled from the Pro League, or that they weren't cheating and that they shouldn't be exiled from the Pro League, whatever. I'll let you guys decide in the comment section how you feel about that. All I wanted to say is that I feel like at any point in given time, someone in the Pro League that we all know, we probably all respect, is hiding something that we don't know about. It's like having a million people in a stadium that you trust to listen, but when you tell them to be quiet, there's going to be somebody who doesn't listen. When you have hundreds of pro players in a system and an esport that was built on an online status, considering all the lockdowns that happened whenever it got big, there's no telling how many people have just trusted the online process and that they're going to cheat. All I will say is I don't have this icky feeling about the teams that partook in this. I don't feel like they screwed us all over. I couldn't believe they hid all of this from us. I can't believe they were doing this all alone. It just doesn't really feel like that. But I'm definitely interested to know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Now, for our second topic today, you guys might remember in yesterday's video, I told you guys that EA apparently screwed Lulu over, and she actually said that they screwed her over, and that's why she doesn't play this game anymore, because EA said that they had these creator skins coming out and that they were going to be so, you know, like hyped up, and they're your skin, they got your name and all this stuff, whatever. And then the day before they come out, they actually said, you know, your logo is not going to be on it, your name's not going to be on it, it's not going to really be your skin, and then we'll mention you in the blog post and all of that stuff. So Lulu definitely felt like she was screwed over, and rightfully so. Snipedown came out after the fact and said that he was not happy with the way things were handled over at EA, saying this. Roll the clip.
Is the relationship going to stay healthy if you don't talk to each other and try and fix the issues and make them work? Because it's all about communication, and there's none of that. It's a bunch of, here, let's shove more paid skins down your throat, and here's the new battle pass, and buy this and buy that. But we're not gonna put any of the money that you give us back into quality of life fixes to fix the game. We're just gonna keep adding more and more stuff that you have to pay for. Here's a new heirloom that you can spend $600 to get. Oh, cheaters are ruining your experience? Here's a skin of your favorite character.
So yeah, like I said in yesterday's video, I think it would be a good thing for EA to experience a little bit of financial boycott or something, so that we could remind them and kind of give them a reality check that we are the people playing your game. We are the reason that this game is big, because all of those numbers, we are those numbers. Regardless, some crazy situations going on. And a little golden nugget before you leave, I've been telling you guys that the matchmaking is, you know, going to be changed very soon. We had Sammy Duck say that they were going to be implementing this new skill-based matchmaking system very soon. Well, he came out yesterday and also said that there will be actually a new skill-based matchmaking specifically in December. I know we've heard that it was December, January-ish area. Looks like it's going to be more along the December side. So literally, we could have this new skill-based matchmaking in about a week. It's going to be insane to see how it actually works. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. It's Viridite, only positivity, and until the next time, I'll see you later, Gators.